All right, we are joined here by the Middlebury Panthers, a 19-4 winner over York College in the NCAA Regional Final. We are joined by Senior Hope Shue, Head Coach Kate Livesay, and Senior Kylie Wilson. Coach, we'll turn it over to you for an opening statement.
Today was, I thought, a really great reflection of who we are as a team and just all of the different threats that we have on the field. I thought we came in just really intentional about how we wanted to attack their defense, how we wanted to get some really quality shots on goal. And they have such a strong goalie. That was really important that we didn't let her build momentum from the beginning. So I was just really proud of our attack for being so deliberate with how they were going about creating looks and then making the most out of those 8 meters. We really expected to be put on the hash a bit, and it was really nice to build so much confidence in that look. And then defensively, we just got some really nice stops early, which again just built a really nice lead for us. I thought Savage made some really nice saves. Kylie had some great stops. Maddie Paler broke things up nicely on several occasions. So just just a really clean start, which at this stage in the game can really be hard for another team to battle back from. So I was just really pleased with the tempo that we had and how we came out just really, really strong.
For either Kylie or Hope, how are you guys able to kind of, now that you're 3 games in and 2 more games away, how, I guess in hindsight now, were you able to sort of take that loss to Wesleyan and turn it into a positive, putting together the last 3 performances that you guys have put together?
Wesleyan, the loss was obviously a challenge, and just being able to kind of go back at each other and practice every day has really made each other better. And then taking that, what we've worked on in practice and going into each game the past 3 has built on each other, and this was a great one for us, so exciting.
Yeah, and I think that, we knew that we wanted to incorporate some new looks into our offense, so the past 2 weeks in practice, we've really been trying a lot of new plays, getting people in different spots, and so I think we seemed and feel a lot more fresh in the last 3 games. It's been fun just getting different looks, working on our 8 meters, and just putting a lot of the things together that I think in that Wesleyan game we weren't really penetrating in the way that we wanted to, and weren't really moving the defense in the way that we wanted to. So I think I feel good about all of the growth that we've had in the last 2 weeks, and I know we will be growing in the next week as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think one thing about NCAA is when you get to this point, the purpose becomes really clear. And I think NESCACs, you're still sort of positioning yourself for this run. And so I think we've gained a lot of clarity, a lot of purpose in just where we are at this point in the season. To be in the hunt for a national championship is where we believe we should be. But I think the clarity that brings to us just really brings a drive and a hunger that is sometimes hard to manufacture during the regular season. So I'm really proud that we've been able to tap into that sort of extra level of intensity, of focus, and I think our seniors are really leading the way in terms of how we show up for these opportunities.
Hope, can you talk a little bit about today about all the records this season that have been broken by both Kylie and you, but talk about the single season points record that you broke today.
Yes.
Thank you for asking.
I did it.
And what it means to you in terms of the program history and things like that.
Yes, it means a lot to me, and I think that this year has been really different for me being a senior and taking on more of a leadership position among our attack. I think our attack has grown a lot over the season and really set me up in a lot of amazing ways. I think it was a little bit more of a slow start of finding our identity, and in the second half of the season I really think things have been clicking, and I feel grateful to be a part of that. And yeah, I think gotta just keep going to the goal, and that's been something that sometimes isn't as natural for me to really get to the goal, get put on the 8 meter, but I think this year I've just really known that I've had to step up and step into that role. So I feel very, happy about the record, to answer your question. That's all I have to say.
Well, and I think it's just very fitting, it feels like her name should be there. And just the consistency of coming in as a freshman and being such a contributor when she was a midfielder and as a coaching staff realizing just the potential that she had to get to cage and to get past defenses. And for her to do that so consistently in the last 3 years has been really incredible, certainly supported by her defense and all of the draw wins that our draw group gets us extra possessions, gives Hope opportunities to get to cage and everybody else. But I think the consistency to be at the top of that list, for Hope's name to be there, there's a lot of playing through injuries and just the consistency to show up and say, it's game day, I know I'm gonna have a lot of attention and I'm here for it, I think speaks to just her level of commitment to this program and this team. So we're really proud of Hope. The team is thrilled for her and it just feels really right for the career that she's had.
And she's very humble, so you have to ask her about her records for her to talk about them. But there is a lot of work behind them that people don't see every day. So.
I guess for the seniors to be able to wrap, I guess your home play here with another victory and to just sort of look back on all the fond memories you have specifically here at home, to be able to end your home careers on this high note, just what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I was happy to end on a rainy day. It made it very fitting and a little less sentimental because I wanted to rush off the field. But I think, we could not ask for more. Wouldn't trade the past 4 years for anything, but really have been so blessed. I mean, we've played the maximum number of games at home besides one this year, which hurt. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, this team, this program, our coaches have given so much to us, and I mean, Peter Cone Field has a very special place in our heart, so it's definitely a sentimental feeling, but also good knowing, we've got 2 more games to go, so ending on a win feels really good.
Do you have a question?
No, I was just gonna say, now that you're senior captains, I'm gonna start with you, Kylie. What do you take from the past 3 trips, now 4 trips, and take it into this trip into Virginia? What have you learned over the last 3 times, now 4, and can carry it as a senior captain and kind of lead this group?
I think the most important thing is just taking everything day by day. Every practice, every game. I think especially this year, like we haven't gone ahead of ourselves. I know it's hard to think like, oh, past 3 years we've won a national championship, but it's really just been about us each day. And I think that's the biggest lesson that I've learned.
Yeah. Yeah, Roanoke, it's our second home, and it takes a lot to get there. It's a whole season of work, so it's not just this game, not just the last 3 games, and I think that it's just a whole new game when we're there. It's a whole new feeling knowing that you're in semifinal game or the final game, a whole new level of intensity and pressure, but I just think because we have such a strong senior class this year, such a seasoned group of people, seasoned coaching staff, that we'll be really ready for it because we've been in those positions before. So I just have a lot of trust and confidence going into the next weekend, knowing that we really have what it takes, have that confidence and composure on a bigger stage.
All right, thank you, Hope, Coach Livesay and Kylie, and good luck in Virginia.